Random thoughts, baby. Shit.
What's good, yo? Circle 97, J Smooth, cool ass V, riding in the vehicle, man. What's good with it, man?
What up, though? What up, though, man? What's cracking with you?
Hey, nothing much, man. We just first and foremost, man, we hit our 10th subscriber. May not seen that much, man, but
Yeah.
that's 10 people who devoted their time to checking us out, man. The last one,
Right on.
beer and bourbon. They doing their little thing over on TikTok, so appreciate y'all checking us out, man. You know, this is what
Yeah,
we
right
gonna
on.
say. Yeah, we gonna stay on YouTube. We gonna stay on StreamYard. We sponsored by that little duck in the corner because that shit
Yeah,
free. That's
yeah, for
what
sure.
we ain't trying to make it nowhere. We ain't trying to do nothing, man. We got other jobs. I got a career. He land planes, so it is what it
Yeah.
is, man. But we ain't really want to get on too much of nothing, man. My boy just said he just wanted to just random talking, man. So spit that shit, man. Keep it a buck.
Oh, yeah, for sure, for sure. Shout out to everybody. Thanks for joining us, man. 10 million strong. You know what I'm saying? Like the little vitamin commercial, man. We're going to start at 10 and get a million strong around this motherfucker. You
There it
understand?
is. There it is.
But anyway, just on some random shit, man. It's a lazy ass Saturday. You know what I mean? We just go chop it up. Get it off your chest Saturday. Whatever's on your mind, nothing serious, man. But I just want to start the show off. Let's talk about music, man. I want to
Okay.
talk about music right now. You know what I mean?
Go ahead.
And
Go ahead.
and and how the music industry uh, has changed, man. You know how people, I guess more like evolution. Have everybody have evolved with this music shit? You got your thing, I got my thing going on. It's crazy because you don't have to go to the studio now. You know what I
Yep.
mean? If you wanted to make a whole album, you can make it in your basement. You know what I mean? So, definitely with the technologies and the hardware that's out, you know what I mean? I think that's pretty dope, man. You can do everything yourself, you know. So what's your thoughts about that, man? How the music has
Well,
evolved, how the production has evolved.
I mean, it's good. Sometimes you can feel like it's oversaturated because, like, um, it's a lot of people that you hear about, and you be like, where this guy come from? Like, you can hear new songs every day, and I think it's so many people who just making an album in their basement, making an album in their closet. Um, man, they don't get the right exposure, man. Like, I see something on YouTube and somebody comes up and um, there's just so many. I think it gets saturated. Plus, it's nothing to look forward to, man. Remember when you used to look forward to albums like they used, man, I'm gonna drop this single on you. I'm gonna drop this single on you. I'm gonna drop the album on Tuesday. I cannot remember when the last time I can tell you when when album release dates came. They just drop something in the middle of the night, and it's different. It's different. That's all it is.
I like it because, like you said, you can literally have your material ready. You know what I mean? You might get a song or something. Sorry about that, folks. You might get a song or something, and the record labels might want to hear it, and they might give you advances or something, but you got a whole damn album ready for them, man. I think that's pretty dope, man. You know what I mean? You kind of a step ahead of the industry, man. You know what I mean? I just like how things have evolved. You can shoot your own music videos now. You know
True.
what I
But
mean? Your own get you a camera, get you a 4K or whatever, and your own software. Like you can do a lot of things yourself. It probably won't be as good as the professionals. You know what I mean? But it's a start. Like you can practice. You can practice on your craft without going out spending thousands and thousands of dollars, man. I think that's pretty dope.
but here's the thing though. Even though I don't care for the industry, they did provide checks and balances. Okay, meaning there was someone who had to listen to the album to say, yeah, let's put this out, or no, this ain't gonna vibe right. Now they just flooding the streams with whatever. It's just straight. It's too much shit, man. It's bullshit out there, and it's sad because like I don't like giving people a chance because I'm just like, man, I know this is gonna be some bullshit. This is just another nigga from Houston rapping. This is just another dude from Chicago rapping, and I'm just like, and I ain't got time because I gotta sit there and listen to your stuff. I ain't got time for that, man. Like, man, come on, man, leave me alone. And,
But you
and
don't
that's
have
the
to
thing.
listen to it. But you don't have to though.
And
That's the
I
whole
don't
thing. Yeah,
because
you
there's
don't.
no checks and balances. Like when an album dropped, I knew that it went through a lot of ears. They weeded out the bullshit that I could listen to the good shit. Now it ain't like that, man. Look, man, it's bullshit out, man. I
I mean,
mean,
but
it's
that,
whatever.
but that's that
Go ahead.
person's art. I'm looking at it from the form of art. You know what I mean? Even it might be garbage to you, but it's homies. That might be their art. You know, I respect people's art, man. You know what I'm saying? And everybody interprets art differently. You know, especially uh, where we from. You know, we like a certain kind of music. You know what I mean? A certain type of vibe or whatever. I mean, but you got to get a young guys they play. You know what I mean? We had our play, we had our genre. I agree with you, the music is trash, but I mean that's what they know. You know what I mean? But you say
Right.
the music industry created checks and balances. I think they created pick and choose. They pick and choose who they want, when they want it, how to do it. You know what I mean? Because there's a lot of talented people who can rap, who can sing, or whatever. And they won't get the exposure because they won't sell their souls. You know what I mean? Or they won't participate in the Hollywood, environment or whatever. I think that's unfair. I think there's a lot of rappers, a lot of entertainers who are dope and don't get the exposure that as they should too, though.
But here's the thing. I understand what you said. It is art, and I'm not to knock that. I made a lot of music, but the thing is, an artist. An artist is a person that you can paint, you can rap, you can do poems. That's cool. But when you start forcing your art onto me in exchange for funds, then I'm gonna judge it. These people aren't just making music because, like, hey, I felt the need to make music. No, they're making music to try to get more money, to get money from someone. So if I'm to purchase that music, then I want the music to be good. So that's what I'm saying. So I'm not knocking nobody making music because I'm making music right here. This is whatever for me. But I'm not taking none of my art and selling it because it ain't gonna fit everybody. And what I'm saying is that with no checks and balances, it's just free for all. Everybody's putting shit out. Bro, have you ever? I don't know. I never ran into it in Chicago, but I brought up Houston for this reason. You can't go nowhere. You can't go nowhere without somebody trying to sell you a mixtape of their homies doing shit. And I'm like, yo, that's fine, y'all doing y'all thing, but if you don't want to buy it, now, you know what I'm saying? Niggas bringing tools out, niggas bringing guns out. Like, bro, just because I don't want to buy your CD, man, like now you gonna shoot me? Now you saying I'm not supporting the nigga? Like, bro, you don't know how much money I got. And why I'm gonna waste my last $10 that I gotta use to feed myself or feed me and my lady on your stuff, and then I'm not gonna like. So that's what I'm saying. You could be an artist, you can do what you want to do, but when you are forcing your art down my throat in exchange for money, then I'm gonna judge it and I'm gonna call it trash.
Oh, that's fair. That's fair. That's
Yeah,
fair. I have no argument with that. You know, what I mean, yeah, motherfucker can't force you to do anything. You know what I mean? I
man,
respect that.
they
I
try.
just, I, I just love the ability that you might be feeling some kind of way or something. Like you don't have to pay hundreds of thousands of dollars to go to the. Sorry about that. You don't have to pay hundreds of thousands of dollars to go to the studio to make a song. Like that's the type of avenue I'm talking about. You know what I
Yeah,
mean?
and that's beautiful, man. I've taken advantage of that.
Yeah.
It was some homies back in the day. It was some homies. They had a little group, and they would go to a studio, and another guy that I knew wanted to join their group, and they was like, "Nah, fuck you." So
Hey,
he got mad, and he knew that I made beats and I record and everything. So I started making beats for him, dissing the other group, and they got upset because like they had an in-house producer that can do whatever anywhere, and they had to go to the studio to do things. So, oh yeah, I'm a big proponent of doing things on your own. But again, I go back to saying I don't go and sell that. You know what I'm saying? I'm not trying to make that
right.
as my passion. I mean, it is my passion. I love it. I love doing it. But I'm not doing that to keep a roof over my head. And then when it's like when it comes to that, like, hey, I gotta sell 100 mixtapes, or my daughter is going to starve tonight. Then people start thinking that way. And even though your album is trash, you think it's great. You think it's the best thing that's been out. You the next Jay-Z, the next Pop. You're not that. Okay? You not that. And That's what the industry is at right now, man. It's like, man, you go to YouTube and you click on one video, they're gonna start suggesting so many things, man. Like I watched this one video where this dude goes in this white dude. He goes into some of the hardest neighborhoods, and every time he go into these neighborhoods, it's two things. There's always a black dude rapping, and it's always one of his homies that also rap. How many times have you seen a rapper, and I'm going to put it out, I'm going to keep it with you. How many times have you seen a rapper with us growing up that they come out, they make it, and the dude they try to put on is trash? I'm on
all the
too.
time. Not even growing up. A lot of cats are like that. A lot of music groups are like that.
Was trying to bring Memphis Bleak up. You listen to Memphis trash now.
Oh, stop it. Knock it off, man.
Number two.
Oh my God. Oh my God.
Try to bring Jules Santana up. You listen to Jules right now? Jules is trash.
Man, knock it off, man. Knock it down, bro. Jules is dope, bro. Memphis Bleak is dope, bro. Who are you comparing them to? You can't compare them to the people who put them on, dog.
They have dope lines. I have all of them in my catalog. I got Memphis in my catalog. I got songs I love from Juelz. But do they have any staying power?
No, a lot of people don't.
There you go.
But it doesn't mean that they whack.
Okay, all right. Let me rephrase it. They not as good.
I don't even think it's that they're not as good. But I'm telling you, like the music industry controls what they want people to feel, man, to hear, to see. You know what I'm saying? Taylor Swift everywhere. You see her everywhere. She's on commercials. She's at the Chiefs games and shit. Like they promote that. You know, is great marketing. You know what I mean? Jay-Z drops an album in the middle of the night. Oh, he's gonna sell because he's Jay-Z. He's dope. But everything he put out isn't dope. But just because it's his name, people are gonna support it. So I think just because you don't have any staying power, that doesn't mean that you dope, man. I'm sure it's a lot of shit that we don't see that goes on in order to stay relevant. They want who they want up top for a reason. You know what I mean? So yeah, that was dope. That was dope as a random shit, man. Off top, that was dope, man. That was dope.
No, but I agree with you, man. Like some people are more marketable, but Beyonce is more marketable than Solange. I'd rather listen to Solange than Beyonce. But yeah, the industry is going to put out what they want because you're going to be attracted by the looks before you're attracted by what it sounds like.
100%. I feel like Common is underrated. I feel like Common doesn't get his due.
Well, I think we feel that way because of being Chicagoans.
No, man, that motherfucker can go, bro. Like I don't think people listen to what he's saying. Like he's dope, bro.
I'm not denying you, and I want to give a quick shout out to our boy, may he rest in peace, Tumble Malik. He didn't want to put me on Common, man, because when I grew up, I was listening to straight gangster shit. Okay. All I listened to from out west. And then I came there and I met him and he put me on the Roots. He put me on Mos Def. He put me on Common. Man, I do so much, man. Rest in peace, boy.
Rest in peace, Tombone. Yeah, man. I mean, I understand what you said. I just know I'm sure it's a lot of red tape that go behind that we don't see why this person can't stay on top. I'm sure a lot of it has to do with money. Or maybe you pushing politics or something, you know what I mean? We just don't know. But it's a lot of dope people, man, with like a lot of dope music. You know what I mean? And it's hard though. God. It's hard to produce hit after hit. And it's just that's why the Temptations and the Marvin Gaye, they had writers, man. Like it's hard. They had creative minds behind that. It's hard for one person to maintain that consistency of just being dope all the time,
But not only that, it's more difficult now because you have to sound different. Once I make a beat, that's that beat. I can't come back out with another beat that sounds just like it. Like you know what I'm saying? Timbaland beats, you may have a specific sound, but I can't just like every track is Up Jumps the Boogie. I can't do that. You know what I'm saying? So it's a point in time when like it's so much saturation where like the next thing we're gonna have to be forced to listen to is acapellas because every beat is gonna start sounding the same, man. It's just like that's when a gangster acapella group come out, then we changing the game.
Like I say, man, I think he's stupid. I think it's just to each his own, bro. You know what I mean? Whatever. I respect art. Whether it's
Right.
good art or bad art. I respect effort. It may be booty hole to you or whomever. You know what I mean? But I respect art. I respect that the guy actually put in the work. And the more you do it, the more he's gonna get better. You know what I mean?
So,
So I just kind of respect that. I just like the evolution of
yeah,
almost cutting out the major labels. The really thing that the major labels can only do is really put you on the radio now, or
yeah.
maybe you could get a distribution deal. But as far as putting out your own whatchamacallit, you ain't gotta wait for nobody. You could go make a whole album right now, and I love that concept, man. We didn't have that when we were growing up.
So here's the thing though. This is what I do change. I mean what I don't like about what's changed. So going back to what you were saying about, everybody's different tastes. Like one of my favorite rappers, Earl Sweatshirt. Man, I mention
Hmm.
him to some people, they be like, man, who is this dude? But he
Yeah.
has a different sound that you know what I'm saying.
Hmm.
That hits. So
Hmm.
everyone has, who they like, what's going on, and the staying power is, he's not getting the same
Exposure.
look and yeah, the same exposure as everyone else. But I still love him. But what I miss from back in the day, I'm gonna take you back to circa '97 because it was cracking when it was around this time. I think albums these days don't give you as much as we used to get back then. You remember when Ghetto D came out?
Yeah.
I
Yeah.
I can almost swear it was probably like 27 songs on that album.
Yep. 100%.
At least
100%.
27. I felt every one of them. I felt P put his whole body into that thing. I think
Well,
now,
all them albums was like that. All them Nelly albums was 15,
bruh,
20 deep, man. All them albums was
20,
deep, bro.
20 plus, 20 plus. And then to have like what Kanye did a couple of years ago, I think it was 2018, when he dropped nothing
7.
but seven track albums. I'm like,
Yeah.
come on, man. Like I can't even listen to that in the workout, bro. Like I'm
7.
I'm listening to Pusha T Daytona. It's done in 35 minutes, man.
Yeah.
Come on, man. I gotta listen to that twice to get through my whole workout, man. So
But
I think
oh, I'm sorry,
I
go
think
ahead.
it's not a lot of substance like it used to be. And maybe they put 27 on there because, maybe only like 12 on was gonna be worth a damn. I don't know, but it gave something for everybody.
I think back then it was a hustle. P and Cash Money, they was hustling, man. You know what I mean? And the hustle just changed. Like now, you don't even have to put out an album. You got 2 dope singles and you could become a millionaire. You understand? Like everything has changed. You know what I'm saying? Everything has changed. Like those real projects back then. Those was real instruments, real producers, real
Three,
features, real everything. You don't have to do that anymore, man. One song, man, can make you rich for a long
three,
time, bro.
three things three things that you need to be successful in music. All right. Number one, like you said, a hot single. A hot single that's gonna play everywhere. Okay. Number two, and like I said, that's something like Flo Rida. Flo Rida done, that man ain't make an album, man. He just makes singles.
And he's one of
But
the richest people. He's one of the richest people in the game. Did you know that?
yeah, I know. That's why I'm bringing him
Yeah.
up.
Yeah, he's one of the
And
richest people in the game.
in the stadiums. And when I be
Yeah.
like, yeah, in the stadiums. Number two,
Oh, wait, let
man,
me cut you out. Let me cut you out real quick. He's on DVDs, like workout DVDs. I used to date this chick, and she
yeah,
used to like do a lot of like home workouts and shit. And I'm like, who the fuck is that? She's like, Flow Rider. Say, damn, he made it to the DVD. He don't even have to drop an album and be
yeah,
rich. It's like you said, they playing it at the arenas, the stadiums, and he's on DVDs. He ain't got to drop an album. Okay, handed it
yeah.
back off to you. Go ahead. My
Oh,
bad.
no, that's right on point. Again, staying power. Number two, make something that can an ad lib that can be repeated. You know how long I used to hear Jeezy say, "Yeah, bruh," It was 12 years straight. Like
That's
12
his
years
thing.
straight, I heard Juice. Like I'm like, yo, every time he getting paid off of it. The
Hmm.
last thing, it may not be, you know what I'm saying, that big now, but there was a lot of people that made money off of just a ringtone, bro.
100%.
I heard
100%,
it off
bro.
of a ringtone. That's it. You
100%.
ain't so I
100%.
think people are chasing that mentality now with music. Cause they're like, man, all I gotta do is hit these things, hit something that can play in a soccer stadium, hit a catchy phrase that's gonna pop up everywhere, and then make some singles here and there, and that's it. I ain't gotta put out an album, or maybe I don't have to put out 27 tracks. I could just give you 10 right now, 10 later, 7 over here, and to stay relevant. So maybe that's maybe that's why the game changed, and the artist controls all of it, man. They can just sit down and be like, look, man, I made this beat back in 2013 and I'm gonna put it out right now. You don't know how new it is, so
Man, for sure. That's why I say I love the everything that you don't like is what I like because it's the music evolution. Everything is just evolving now. You know what I
true.
mean? Like and I love that aspect of it that everything is not what it was. Everything has to evolve, man. That's how we have the automobiles. That's how we have the technology inside of the automobiles that we have now through evolution. Everything is forever changing, man. And I think that's a dope concept, man. But I mean, that's my random thought, man. So what's yours, man?
Man, look. I don't know. Like, I love YouTube when they catch you, they see you watch one video and they just flood you with like, oh, you like this, you may like this, you may like this, you may like this. And something came up about how um, it was mainly about equality. And, I don't want to, we can get on this for a long time, but it was more about like how women and men view equality, right? And when it comes to the things that men have, women want that equally. But when we go to an arena that women are dominating, which unfortunately is sex industry, there's no equality with that.
Not
There's
at
no
all.
one saying the male actors on OnlyFans get a percentage of what the females make as a kickback. But in like the WNBA, the NBA subsidizes the WNBA.
Hmm.
But females on OnlyFans aren't subsidizing male performers on there. Strip clubs, sex work, all of those things, man. And I just find it interesting that when it benefits some women, they want to cry gender equality. But then when you point at it and be like, well, you're not kicking back in that area that you're dominating in. Women dominate in sex work. They dominate in prostitution. No one's
Yeah.
kicking that back. And it's crazy because I opened up my eyes about equality because I used to think that equality means that we both are doing the same. And I'm going to apply this more into life, like what you do with your woman, what you do with your mate. I was of the thought that if my rent is $1,600, I pay $800. My girl pays $800. Okay, and I think a lot of people think that way. We going half on the bills. We going half on this. Man, I quickly realized how idiotic I was, but I was in too deep with my previous wife with that mentality. Equality is not about what you put in. Equality is about what you have when you're done on the back end.
Mm, that's dope.
Okay.
That's dope. That's dope.
And I started looking at it like, okay, I'm going to make more money than this person. So I need to pay something that's proportional. Okay. And I don't think people always look at proportions. They don't look at percentages. I don't know why the world does not look at percentages. We want equal. Nothing is equal because in my career, and I hate this so much, I do a certain amount of work and I get the same pay as a person in the same pay scale as me. That person can underachieve, be my doormat for the whole year, don't do
Uh,
anything. And at the end of the day, they get the same amount as me. And it kills
okay.
me because a lot of people see that and they're just like, well, why do I have to work that hard? Because we've established that it's going to be equality, and that doesn't work everywhere.
Right. I mean, well, it's a double standard, though, man. You know what I mean? It's just a double standard. Uh, it's the same thing as you said, women, with a heavy load or something, or helping to win the groceries. It's almost guaranteed that, man. You know what I mean? But that's just the way it is, man. You know?
Well, okay, let me ask this question: would you help a woman that's struggling to carry something?
Yes.
Would you give your seat up to a woman on public transportation?
Yes.
Okay, why would you do those things?
Because I'm a man, and I'm a gentleman.
I wish I could see
And
your face when you saying this.
and not only am I a gentleman, it's the right thing to do, man. It's the
How's
right
that
thing
right? How's that right?
to do. Because it's no, first of all, it's no equality at all.
Okay.
Men are stronger and more powerful than women. That's just evolution. There's nothing that I'm making up. So somebody breaks in the house, I'm expected to go down there and see what the situation is.
True.
It's just a roles of a man.
Break into your house. These scenarios that I gave you are women that are not associated with Cool Ass V. These are random women on the street. So yes, you are expected to protect your home that you and your girl are in. Would you protect your neighbor's home if she's a single woman?
I call 12.
That ain't even my job.
I call 12. I don't know if she know that guy. I don't know what happened. She might have robbed him, took some money from him, and be coming to collect. I'm not.
Man, they could be having a sexual fantasy going on.
You don't know what it is. And how many situations has it been where men have intervened and got themselves killed? You understand? Not knowing what the situation, or they intervene and the guy beats them up, or they intervene and the lady goes back with the guy who's abusing them. Yeah. So that's what 12 is for.
Now here's my thing. If a woman asks me, hey, you mind helping me out with this? 100%. I'm not gonna be no dick and be like, you a human being just like me. You lift it.
Right.
But the thing is, I'm not gonna go and put on a cape and try to save people, because I don't know what her mindset is, man. I don't want to go to help someone. They're like, I can do it. I'm I don't need no man for this. Like, man, come on now. So
when you hold the door open for them and they don't say thank you, that infuriates me, man. I don't like that. I don't like that.
Yeah, there's a lot of things that infuriates you. Very, very simple.
Small. It's always the ant things, brother. I don't understand. It's the little ant bothers me, man. It just bothers me.
There's some women in society that think that, hey, you're supposed to do this. You're supposed to do that. What I do for my woman is not the same as what I do for a random woman.
That's fair. That's understandable.
If we get on a train and there's one seat left, I'm gonna let my wife sit down.
100%. Okay? 100%.
If my wife was carrying something out the car and I see her on the camera, I'm gonna go and I'm gonna carry that. But I'm not gonna be doing this to every woman, because not every woman appreciates those things.
1,000%. 1,000%. 1,000%.
But it just goes back to they want equality when it benefits them.
Yeah.
But if it's equality, then you open up that door, you stand, you didn't get to the train, you didn't get to the seat early enough, so you go ahead and stand up now. So it's just crazy, and I don't know how I got caught into that whirlwind of watching these videos, and I was just like, man, like it almost made me a radical. Like I was about to go out and I was gonna go out and get one of those Al Bundy shirts to say no ma'am.
No ma'am.
Yeah, no ma'am. But man, it's crazy, because it's hard to sift through the type of woman who would appreciate that versus the type of woman that'll bite your head off versus the type of woman that thinks that that's what you're supposed to do.
Yeah, well, I mean, a lot of people, especially women, are walking hypocrites. Uh,
True.
you know, I could do all this by myself. I don't need a man to do nothing. And then the next hour, where all the good men at? Oh, he too nice. He's just too nice. I will walk all over him. But then they get with somebody who runs all over them and expect them to be something that they could have already gotten. Just walking hypocrites, man. You know what I mean? So, I mean, I don't know. But I
It's
feel you that every woman don't deserve chivalry, man. You know what I mean?
right, right.
Every situation is different. I'm a kind guy. I don't think I'm a nice guy. I'm a kind. I'm
You're a
respectful. You
gentle
know what
man,
I'm saying?
as you just said. You're a
Yeah,
gentle
I'm a
man.
gentle man, but at the same time, man, my partners know, like, I cut a bitch off and I snap on a bitch in a minute, man. You know what I'm saying? Who are you talking to? You know what I mean? Like, I have no
Yeah.
problem expressing myself. I feel like I'm being disrespected, and I wasn't disrespectful. You know what I mean? So, you know,
And it's crazy. The other side of that coin is, man, we talk about this all the time, man, where there's guys who take advantage of those women that are like that, who will stick with them no matter what. It's so many times we done seen where dude is, you see a story where a woman is with a guy who was beating her for 2 years. And the woman gets questioned, well, why was you with him for 2 years? Wait a minute. Why this dude was beating her for 2 years? Like, we don't ask that question. We always ask the question of, well, why did you stay with him? No, why was you beating her for that long? And a guy is going to stick around and be like, well, she let me do it. I got off work. I was upset. I punched her one day and she didn't do nothing. So that was my routine now. Like, no one questioned the dude. It's just like, well, why you stay with him? Like, no, man. Like, get back to the root of it, man.
hey, people, the views and expressions of Jay Smooth don't reflect the content of Circa 97. Just want to say that that's his own independent
Oh, I'm not saying I'm doing
physical
100%
abuse disclaimer. That don't reflect the thoughts and the views of Circa 97. But
Oh man,
anyway,
look, what we say has nothing to do with YouTube, StreamYard. These are the feelings of Jay Smooth today. Okay, but no,
100%.
but guys are just as guilty of it. We always bash the woman for staying in a relationship like that. We don't know that, but as a man, I have to ask myself. I've never put my hands on a woman as a man. I never put my hands on a woman, but I would have to ask myself, who am I that I'm beating a woman for 2 years straight, or however many times, man? If I gotta put my hands on a woman one time, then that ain't the person I need to be with. Because number one, I'm not gonna trust that woman afterwards because I'm waiting for the retaliation. Don't cook me no food. Don't wash my clothes. You may put some cyanide in it. I don't know what you're gonna do. I'm paranoid like that. So I think that if I do something to a woman that egregious, that they gonna come back for the revenge. So I've never put myself in that situation, but I can't fathom a man that's in that. That's like, man, I'm gonna beat this woman. I'm gonna continue to beat her. Well, maybe got a place to live or something. I don't know. He gets something out of it, but it's always put on the woman. It's never the dude like, man, why you beating her for 2 years, man? Why don't you just leave?
Yeah. Well, it's so much mental illness going on, man. And we're gonna talk about that on our next show, the origins of it. Um, but it's just, it's just so much mental illness, man.
True.
So and then you get with some women who think beating them or yelling at them or demeaning them is normal. If you don't do that, something's wrong with you. You know
Yeah.
what I mean? And that's
Some
just
women
not.
like that.
Some of them like that for whatever reason or whatever, but I blame it on mental illness, man. Like, the brain is so powerful, it don't really alert you that something is wrong. It just adapts. It makes normal. It makes uh poverty normal. If you
True.
rich, you got money, it makes it normal. If you a slut bucket or a thought box or you're a male gigolo, it makes normal. You don't think about I'm a prostitute, I'm a gigolo. You thinking about getting to the next week. So it normalizes everything. It normalizes drug use, alcohol abuse, sexual
Right.
abuse. You know what I mean? That's how powerful our brains are, man. So,
Yeah.
but I don't know,
But we're
dog.
gonna say that for another episode. We're gonna say that for another
Yeah,
episode.
yeah. We'll talk about that another episode, man. So.
But yeah, we weren't doing too much on this one, man. This one mainly was just to kind of celebrate our 10 subscribers.
Yeah.
Everybody's been rocking with us, man. For the it's been about what 3 months off and on. We took a month hiatus, man.
We both was going through it at that time, brother. We was going through it, man. Life is life, baby. Life is life.
But man, we didn't really have no topic, man. We just wanted to get on here and jump on and you know, just at the end of all of this, man, thank you all, man, that you watch this, you rock with us, man. Those of y'all who know us in person, or who just saw this and just was like, I'm gonna listen to what they got to say. Thank you, man. Thank you. Y'all could have been anywhere in the world, but you chose to be here with me. I appreciate that. Shout out to Jay-Z.
Yeah, me too, man. Hey, we gonna have some, different things coming up in the future, man. We're gonna start adding people on, man, hear other people's views and whatnot. You know what I mean? We just gonna expand a little bit, get somebody else thoughts or whatever, different topics and things of that nature. But this is Cool Ass V, man. That's all I got. Y'all, peace. Shout out to the subscribers, the viewers, the listeners. And I'll catch you on the next one, man.
Yeah, no doubt. Hey, 10 subscribers. Tell your friends that 10 gonna turn to 20, 20 gonna turn to 40, 40 gonna turn to 1 million. Just like that.
And growing.
Yo, we out, y'all.
Peace.
Yeah.